Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine. Today, in this video, let's continue our chapter, which is light. This chapter is in physics. Now, as you know, all kind of forces, energies, and some other matters property, also nature's property, these are the topics which are going to included in physics. So that's why this chapter is also included in physics. Now, in the last video lecture, what we understood what is light. So then light is a form of energy which help us to see the surrounding. Then we understood that some objects are producing, or should I say emit light, and some are not. So based on that, we classify two types of object, that is luminous object and non-luminous objects. So luminous object means which emit light, non-luminous means which do not emit light. Now emit means what? Emit means produce and spread. Then we understood about the material, that materials are also classified mainly into three types, that is transparent, translucent and opaque. Now transparent means what? Transparent means the material which allow the light to pass through, like glass, very plain glass. So this will allow the light to pass through and you can see the other side. Examples: air, water, glass, likewise. Now translucent. So translucent means the material which allows small amount of light to pass through. For example, butter paper or frozen glass. Then you can consider as a cloth. So these are then muslin cloth. These are the examples of translucent material. Now last but not the least is opaque object. Opaque object means the material which do not allow light to pass through. For example, bricks, then sand, stone, then sometimes some specific plastics are there which do not allow light to pass through. So likewise the examples are there of an opaque object. Now we are moving to the next, that we understood about the propagation of light. So means light is performing different kinds of light is performing various characteristics which are classified as a rectilinear propagation, then shadow and reflection, that we understood in the 6th standard. But how to represent light? Okay, so to represent the light we are going to use a ray. Okay, and propagation of light means how light travel. Okay, propagation means to travel or to move through. So we can represent light either in the form of ray or in the form of beam. Now what is ray? So ray is a single line having an arrow at one side. Okay, by showing it we can by showing the arrow, or should I say a ray, we can represent the light. But light is represented as a multiple rays. Means suppose for example if you switch on the bulb, so from that not just one ray is coming out, multiple rays are there. So to represent multiple rays we can use a term named as beam. Now what is beam? So a group of light rays is considered as a beam, or you can write that multiple rays are considered as a beam of the light. In the diagram also you can see that so many arrows are there which is represented. Okay, so that is considered as a beam. Now we have to understand the beam in detail. Means as in this chapter we are going to understand about mirrors and lenses. So we are basically using the beam term. Okay, means multiple rays we are going to use. So according to that, the beam is having various types, like this way: types of beam, that is parallel beam, diverging beam and converging beam. Now what is parallel beam? So inside the last video slide you can see over here, this one, all rays are just completely straight. They are not meeting in a right hand side, neither left hand side. Okay, if you extend it up to infinity, they are not going to meet with or intersect with each other. So that kind of rays are considered as a parallel beam. Okay, see over here, parallel beam. Okay, if you are going to extend it up to infinite on right hand side and left hand side, they are not going to meet with each other or intersect with each other, so consider as a parallel beam. Now moving to the next is diverging beam. So over here you can see that the source point, from the source point the light rays are coming out or inciding out. Okay, so this point, let me show you with the pen. So this point is considered as a inciding point, or should I say source point, जहाँ से लाइट निकल रही है. ओके, सो वहाँ से निकल के वो पूरी सारी अलग अलग डिफरेंट डायरेक्शंस के अंदर स्प्रेड हो रही है, और शुड आई से डाइवर्ज हो रही है. ओके, आपको रोड पे डाइवर्जन ऐसा लिखा हुआ होता है. सो डाइवर्जन का मतलब क्या होता है? टू जस्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, एक अलग साइड से चले जाना. ओके, टू डाइवर्ज मीन्स टू स्प्रेड. ओके, और टू जस्ट डिवाइड. So over here the source, from the source the rays are comes out. Okay, and these rays are spreading through all over. So this kind of beam is considered as a diverging, means getting broader, or should I say getting spread. So getting spread or getting broader, okay, comes from the source point. So that is considered as a diverging beam. Now next beam is considered as a converging beam. Look over here. In this converging beam you observe that all the light rays are getting closer to each other and meet at one point. मीन्स सारी जगह से लाइट आ रही है और कोई एक जगह पे वो इंटरसेक्ट हो रही है. सो दिस इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ कन्वर्जिंग बीम. ओके, now you might have confusion where to use diverging, where to use converging. So अगर आपको remember नहीं हो रहा है what is converging and diverging, so you can do one thing, you can remember just any of one. Okay, आपको कोई भी एक याद रखना है, दूसरा उसका completely opposite है. अगर आपको diverge easily याद रहता है जिसमें getting broader, तो उसका उल्टा क्या हो जाएगा? कन्वर्ज. एंड कन्वर्ज मीन्स व्हाट? गेटिंग नैरोअर. ओके, गेटिंग नैरोअर एंड इंटरसेक्ट एट वन पॉइंट इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ कन्वर्जिंग. Okay, so please remember this diverging and converging concept, because these two will going to be used, this all three beams we are going to use to understand about mirrors and lenses. So don't forget it. Okay, next one is that we understood in the last video, that is reflection. Okay, better two terms are there, that is reflection and other is refraction. This refraction you are going to understand in 10th standard. Okay, right now it is not necessary, but we understood reflection, so let's understand it. Reflection means the bouncing back of light, means when the light is inciding on a smooth, even, shiny surface, then it return back into the same medium is considered as a reflection of a light. Imagine yourself sitting nearby the standstill water. You can see that all the surroundings reflection is implemented, or you can see reflected on the surface of the water. Why so? Because the water is completely stand still, act as a smooth, even, shiny surface. ओके, सो सराउंडिंग की जो भी लाइट है वो जब पानी के ऊपर इंसिडेंट होगी तो उसको वापस डायरेक्शन के अंदर भेज देगी, विच इज़ नोन एज रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ द लाइट. क्लियर? ओके, और सपोज फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू आर स्टैंडिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ द मिरर. नाउ व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ग्लास एंड द मिरर? ओके, so for the glass is considered as a transparent object which allow the light to pass through, but mirror मिरर इज कंसिडर एज अ ओपेक ऑब्जेक्ट। भले ही ग्लास बनता है किससे, भले ही मिरर बनता है ग्लास से, बट उसके लिए उसको एक साइड से कलर करना पड़ता है ताकि उसकी जो एक साइड है वो बाउंस बैक हो के आपको प्रॉपर रिफ्लेक्शन है वो दे सके। ओके, उसकी प्रोसीजर कैसे होती है, मिरर को बहुत ग्लास पहले लेते हैं, ग्लास की शीट लेते हैं, उसको बहुत अच्छे से दोनों साइड से एकदम स्मूथ कर देते हैं, एक्सेसिव स्मूथ कर देते हैं। देन धीरे 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 उसकी कोई एक साइड को एक लेयर पेंट का एक पूरा लेयर लगाते हैं। इवन पहले के टाइम में जो मिरर्स होते थे वो बहुत कॉस्टली होते थे बिकॉज उसके पीछे जो पेंट लगता था दैट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ सिल्वर। ओके, चांदी का पूरा एक लेयर लगाया जाता था जिसकी वजह से वो एक रिफ्लेक्शन सरफेस है वो बन जाए। ओके, nowadays we are whatever the cheap mirror we get, that is nothing but some colored is applied on that. ओके, बट अभी भी आज भी बहुत सारे ट्रेडिशनल मिरर्स मिलते हैं, ओके, जिसके पीछे कम्प्लीटली एक पूरा सिल्वर का लेयर है वो लगाया हुआ होता है। ओके, सो दैट्स वाई वो बहुत कॉस्टली होते हैं। सो दिस इज द रिफ्लेक्शन एंड वी अंडरस्टूड हाउ द मिरर्स आर मेड। नाउ whatever you see yourself inside the mirror at that time, क्या कोई अंदर ऑलरेडी आपके जैसा ही कोई खड़ा हुआ होता है? नो, इट इज़ जस्ट एन इमेज। नाउ व्हाट इज इमेज? सो इमेज मीन्स रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट। कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट का रिफ्लेक्शन है उसको इमेज बोलते हैं। whenever you capture a photo inside the mobile, so in the gallery whatever you see that is nothing but an image. okay, वो किसकी इमेज होती है? एट लास्ट वो आपकी इमेज होती है। so that is considered as a reflection of an object. To understand the activity you can to understand the reflection you can do one thing. Just take a paper, torch and mirror and try to inciding the torch light with the help of mirror and capture it on the screen. Okay, so from that you will understood two topics. Light travels in a straight line also, and it will going to understand the concept of reflection also. These things we have already done in previous 6th standard also. Now we are moving to the next. So let me show you about regular reflection and diffused reflection. Now see inside the diagram, this is the image of both types of reflection, that is regular reflection and diffused reflection. Now in regular reflection you can see that all the lights are, what is this, which kind of beam is this? You can see that it is neither interacting at one point neither the other, so it is considered as a parallel beam. So parallel beam is inciding on a smooth, even, shiny surface. This horizontal line is considered as a mirror. So you can see that it is returned back into the same medium. The parallel beam inciding हुई mirror के ऊपर and parallel beam reflect, or should I say bounce back हो गई वहाँ से. So it is considered as a regular reflection. If I want to give an example of regular reflection, just stand in front of the mirror. Whatever the image you see, that is nothing but the regular reflection. Just a pitch to pitch, point to point, you will going to get a perfect image of an object. So that is considered as a regular reflection. But now what is diffused reflection? For that, once again let's get back in that scenery, that is you are sitting nearby the water, stand still water. Now suppose if you throw the stone inside the water, then what will going to happen? All the waves are going to produce, and then whatever you see that all the reflection which was completely pitch perfect, now it is going to be disturbed, it is become wavy. Okay, and you cannot see complete crystal clear image of the surrounding inside the water. So that is considered as what? Diffused reflection. What is diffused reflection? That when the light is inciding on a smooth and uneven. See inside the diagram of the first one, the regular reflection is having smooth and even surface, okay, which was denoted by completely straight horizontal line. But inside the diffuse reflection, you can see that the all image, or should I say all the surface, is completely rough. It is completely rough. So due to that reason, what will happen, the reflection angles get changed. Okay, means it will not going to form perfect crystal clear picture or crystal clear image. So that is considered as a diffused reflection. Understood? Okay, so this thing we understood today about regular and diffuse reflection. In the next video lecture, we will going to understand about image in detail. Okay, till then, have a nice day. Bye.